Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I want to talk about how I have no more concerns with or for Fallout 76. Now, if you've been following the channel for a while, you know that you would know that my major concerns with this game were game-breaking bugs and glitches, as well as duplication and exploiters. And along with that, another major concern I had was there not being enough content inside the game. I often talked about how Fallout 76 needed new and fresh content, and that was a huge major concern of mine, that we would get new and fresh content way too late, or that we wouldn't get it all that often. So talking about the major concern with the content, I'm no longer concerned with the amount of content in game. Bethesda Game Studios released that insane 2019 roadmap where they showed we're getting new features, new game modes, new quests, new factions, new side quests. We're pretty much getting 3 major content drops for Fallout 76 in the year 2019. And that's kind of alleviated my concern when it comes to there not being enough content in game. I'm pretty sure Bethesda Game Studios will do the same thing in 2020, and for the rest of the game's lifespan, I'm pretty sure we're going to see large amounts of content dropped each and every single year. So I am no longer concerned that there's not enough content in the game, because it's on its way and it's probably going to flow out for years to come, like Bethesda Game Studios has said in interviews and the letters to the vault that they write out if you've been bothering to read them. So my major concern that there not being enough content in the game has completely been alleviated by the 2019 roadmap and Bethesda's attitude saying that they're going to constantly bring content to this game for years to come. So no longer concerned about the content aspect. When it comes to game-breaking bugs and glitches, and when it comes to exploitation and duplication, I'm no longer concerned with that either. I've noticed that the game is running much smoother since patch 6. A lot of bugs and glitches, game-breaking bugs and glitches have since been fixed. The only thing that's left are like little tiny, broken features, essentially. Nothing that breaks the game or makes it unplayable, or at least for me anyway. There's like a few broken features here and there, which some people are really mad about, but as long as it doesn't break the game, I really don't care. The reason I don't care is because I've played a lot of other online games, and there are online games out there that are way worse than Fallout 76 is. Not to mention, Fallout 76 is probably the biggest and most ambitious online game I've ever played. It's the RPG, it's got quests, it's got side quests, you have this massive, massive open world, base building, working with teammates, launching nukes. You have so much stuff going on in Fallout 76 that it's almost hard not to, I guess you could say that the game wouldn't have bugs and glitches. With a game of that size, there's obviously going to be bugs and glitches and stuff like that. And Bethesda Game Studios does work really hard to fix those issues and patch those issues. I also know that Bethesda Game Studios has a tendency to reintroduce issues and patches. When they patch something, they break something. But if you've been following the game long enough, and you've been reading inside the letter to the vaults, if you've been keeping up with the game news and information, you'll know that they usually get that stuff fixed, even if it takes like a week or a few weeks or whatever have you. They're usually on top of fixing stuff that they break. And as long as they can fix stuff that they break, as long as they continue to fix bugs and issues and glitches in the game, I'm absolutely fine. At this moment in time, I haven't ran into any game-breaking bugs or glitches. I look on the Reddit, I look on the forums, I don't see anybody who has run into any game-breaking bugs or glitches. I've seen people complain about certain features that are broken, but honestly, I'd rather have a handful of features broken than the game be completely unplayable. So when it comes to bugs and glitches, I have no more concerns. Bethesda Game Studios seems like they're on top of it, and as long as they continue to stay on top of it, I have no more concerns when it comes to bugs and glitches in the game. Sure, I am worried that future content will add new bugs and glitches or whatever have you, but I'm not super worried about it since they always try to stay on top of what they're doing. And this brings me to my third major concern that I had with the game that has, since been alleviated, which was exploitation and duplication. If you guys remember, I talked about how exploitation and duplication, those players who, exploited and duplicated were killing the game's economy. Any person who wanted to run a legitimate store had no chance against like a duplicator or an exploiter. The duplication glitches would cause servers to lag, and it really sucked when that was all going on. And many of you who watch my videos probably know that there was a long period of time where duplication and exploitation was going around, and a lot of people were doing it, and it really sucked and kind of killed the game's economy, and it kind of killed the game as well, because I mean, if I work hard for my things, why do I want to play a game when there's so much exploitation and duplication going on? That really sucked, but that stuff has since been addressed. Bethesda Game Studios has started to ban dupers. They've taken away duplicated items. They've done a lot of stuff to it. They've patched exploits. They've patched the duplication glitches. They've done a lot of stuff to kind of fix exploitation and duplication, and I'm really not worried about it anymore, and I'm definitely not worried for it happening in the future, because they're obviously going to fix it as well when it happens again, if it does happen again. And I'm pretty sure it will happen again in future updates, where people will find some bug or glitch within the system, and then they'll use it to duplicate and stuff like that. But Bethesda Game Studios has already taken away duplicated items from players, and I'm pretty sure they'll do it again in the future if something does happen again. So all my major concerns with Fallout 76 have been addressed. I am no longer worried for the future of this game. I'm no longer worried for the future of Bethesda Game Studios, of Fallout 76. I'm just at a point where I'm enjoying everything that Bethesda Game Studios has been saying lately and putting out about the game. They're really involved with the community on Reddit and on the forums. They're really good at keeping us updated at this current moment in time. They weren't silent like they were. They're letting us know what type of content's coming, especially with that 2019 roadmap example. And this is really awesome. Bethesda Game Studios is in a great place right now, and I hope it continues this way through the rest of Fallout 76's lifespan. I'm pretty sure there will be rocky bits in between, but I think the worst has passed since the release. I think the worst is just gone already, and I'm pretty sure drama will happen in the future, but I don't think it'll ever be as major as it once was. So I'm no longer concerned for the future of this game. All my concerns have been alleviated. I'm not worried about duplication and exploitation coming back, and if it does, I'm pretty sure Bethesda Game Studios will handle it. It took them a while to handle it in the beginning, but since they've already handled it, handling it in the future shouldn't be an issue, hopefully. I'm not concerned about the amount of content in game. We're getting massive amounts of content in 2019, and if they do that for years to come, I'm no longer concerned with the amount of content that will be inside Fallout 76. And when it comes to bugs and glitches that are game breaking, as long as those don't come back, as long as I could exit my power armor and not lose my 105 level character, as long as nothing completely corrupts my character, as long as nothing breaks the game completely like it used to, I'm completely fine with that. I haven't ran into any game-breaking bugs and glitches on the servers, on Reddit. I haven't seen on the forums and on Reddit. I haven't seen any game-breaking bugs and glitches reported there. I'm pretty sure there are some in the game, which would be unfortunate, but it's not happening as often as it did. And when it comes to game-breaking bugs and glitches in general, I'm no longer concerned because Bethesda Game Studios seems to be fixing these things. Sure, there's a handful of features that are still broken. I'm pretty sure they will be fixed in the future. But like I said, I really don't mind a handful of broken features as long as the game's still playable, as long as it's nothing that completely breaks the game, like I can't heal anymore or something, insane that would stop me from playing the game. I'm okay with there being, a handful of broken features as long as they're not game-breaking features that are broken. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, drop a like, comment, and subscribe. I love all of you. I hope to see you back here in the next video. But until then, remember, stay freaky, and bye-bye, everybody. Thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.